Hello, my friends. 3KO Games here. It is Sunday, September 1st. Welcome to September. Welcome to a new month and to a new hero of the month and a new calendar. Let's do both of those things here in this video. We'll start out with the hero of the month. Thank you to SG for giving us Chloris, 5-star green sorcerer, who is one of the first heroes of the month in recent history that I think, no matter where you are in the game, you might want to put some mats into leveling her up. Maybe not at the highest echelons, but I know for where I'm at, I was lucky enough to pull the last couple heroes of the month, one or two or even 3 copies or whatever. I fed them away in Soul Exchange. I just wasn't going to level them up. But this one, I don't have any mats for green heroes right now, but if I do, she will get leveled up. She's pretty good. So with that, let's actually go in and take a look. And I'm going to do things kind of backwards here. I'm going to look at the special skill first because I think everything else makes sense when you know what her special skill is. Long story short, she's a healer. She is a leaf-wearing, purple-haired, slightly cross-eyed healer. So thank you for that artwork. Invigorating Pollen is her special skill. At average speed, it boosts health of all allies by 600. It can exceed max HP. And then over the next 4 turns, all allies will regenerate 400 additional boosted health over those 4 turns. Boosted health can exceed max HP. So if you don't get that health boost dispelled or something like that, 4 turns later, your team, everybody's going to have 1,000 extra HP. Not bad for a average speed healer. In addition, all allies get plus 50% attack as long as the caster has boosted health. This effect can't be dispelled. You can't dispel it. The only thing you can do is hit her, right, and take her HP down below 100%, which is here, according to these stats, 1668 with no emblems or limit break. In addition, in the special skill, she has an element link giving all nature allies plus 20% critical chance for 6 turns, and this can't be dispelled. So with that plus attack and plus critical chance, she would work really well as a Titan hero if you need help on your green Titan team. Also would probably work really well on an attack team in war. She's an offensive hero, not meaning she attacks herself, but you want to have control and you want to be able to stack green. So maybe not on your war defense team. So you want to give your teammates that plus critical chance, and you want to give them especially plus 50% attack. So you have to keep her health at above 1668 or whatever 100% HP is. So now let's take a look at the rest of the information here, where I think everything will make even more sense. Turning max power preview on. Her stats are, well, off one more time. Her stats are low compared to the most current meta heroes, right? But that's the thing about heroes of the month. She's not going to be an 1100 team power hero. 996 is not that bad. When we turn max power preview on, we see 1315 attack. It doesn't really matter where her attack's at because she doesn't do any attacking herself, just a little bit of tile damage. 1522 is a nice number for defense. 2362 is pretty good for health. It's not the highest. When we turn that back off, I know the ninjas were actually pretty low in health compared to their attack and defense, and that low health for the ninjas that they just released was in the 1600s somewhere. So compared to that, health is a little low, but 1161 respectable for defense for sure. We don't really care what that HP number is. We just need her to be over 100% of that, right? So giving it to more defense and a little bit less health is okay. If you double limit break her, she's going to get the heal increase. So start of the battle, she's going to get plus 50% increase from any healing. So another way for you to get her up above 100%, get her having some boosted health so that the allies can take advantage of that plus attack. The passives help this along as well. Innate resistance against status ailments that affect healing. So you can't stop it, you can't steal it, you can't reduce it. It's just going to happen, and that's great. Plus, anytime an enemy casts their special skill, this character has a 50% chance to boost their health by 100. So gaining extra HP. This is a well-constructed hero, and a well-constructed hero of the month, because everything is going back to like trying to get her up above full health so that the rest of the team can benefit from her attack buff. So well done, SG, and good luck to everybody in your polls this month to try to land Chloris. Think she's a great hero of the month. Let's take a look at the rest of the calendar here. Thank you to Burks G. Where's his name? It's down there somewhere near the bottom. There we go. For putting this wonderful graphic together. Really, really helpful. Let's talk through the events this month and maybe even give a little preview on some of the heroes. Just poking around on the forums and stuff and some leaked information from beta about what these heroes are going to do. Of course, it could change a little. It could change a lot. So you'll have to stay tuned, and I will do a full review when new heroes are released for sure. So we're on Sunday the 1st. Very busy time, as I said. Soul Exchange is still going on. Goblin Village, Wilderness Summon, all this stuff. Tomorrow, Monday the 2nd, Tavern of Legends, and it looks like we're not going to see a new Champions hero quite yet. Nogu will be there, and then choose your own for another 2. Contests of Elements on Wednesday, the 4th. Iron Maw is a good hero. It's going to be yellow this time. I actually have Iron Maw at 370, along with Lazara at 370. I just can't get the darts. But if I would be lucky to pull Sludgus, man, Sludgus looks like they're going to be a beast. She might just go right to the front of the line there. Slime Hero, so the quick version of it is she gets the sticky surface to steal buffs, and then she makes everybody else on her team dance. That dance is a 50% chance to dodge, which is low, but if it's a successful dodge, whoever tried to hit them gets 1,600 damage. That's crazy. Plus, at the end of the dance, it looks like the rest of her team gets some health back too. So that's great. She looks like an insanely good hero. Friday, so next weekend, we're going to have a legendary troop, summon, monk, and sorcerer. And then we get to, over the weekend, Saturday to Sunday, 7th and 8th, Judgment of Dunes is back. And it looks like a costume chamber. Let's go back down over here to see who's there. Khonshu is getting a costume, along with Cleopatra and Anubis featured. And then in the costume chamber, we have Toon Marjana again, who's great, featured alongside Thorn. Thorn could be one of those heroes that like people just don't use. And even as in his costume form, people really don't use. But with his Toon passive and boost, boom, he just starts annihilating everybody. So hopeful for that costume chamber to be a good one and for Thorn to really do some good things. Tuesday the 10th, we get some Ether summons. And Wednesday the 11th, they are bringing back some fun portals. Brave Musketeers are back. We haven't seen the Musketeers in a minute. Looks like no new Musketeers. But Constance, Milady de Winter, Queen Anne, all featured. I considered Queen Anne one soul exchange ago. Maybe some of you are considering Constance for this soul exchange. And Milady de Winter is just still rock solid, especially in rush tournaments. I love bringing reflect heroes, even 4-star reflect heroes. I don't have a 5-star reflect hero. So I would love to be able to level her up. So anyway, it looks like nobody knew, but the event is here, followed up by Valhalla Forever. No new heroes there. But that's what's going on. We get to that weekend, and we have another Ascension summon on Saturday the 14th and Sunday the 15th. Get to the new week. Sunday the 15th into Monday the 16th, it looks like we've got Astral Elves coming back. And then Tuesday the 17th, we'll start Atlantis, so get your loot tickets ready. And we'll also have a legendary troop summon, this time Barbarian and Druid. But the Astral Elves do have a new hero this time. This time it is Cosmic Speaker. And what I read about Cosmic Speaker is it's a hit 3 that becomes more powerful when there are defeated enemies. So the hit is stronger. There's also some frost damage that will get stronger. And I think it also reduces mana generation, and that will get stronger when there are more defeated enemies. Featured alongside Starlass, who is great. So that's the Astral Elf summon in that week. Tuesday the 17th, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to return to the Sanctuary, to the Goblin Sanctuary. Thursday the 19th, we don't know if there are any new goblins at this point. It's just, or goblins. Gargoyles, excuse me. Gargoyles, it just says TBD. Of course, if Garten and Uwe and Mena are featured, it would be just fine. Man, playing against Mena is still so frustrating. I always bring a Dispeller, but she always goes off first and just hits my Dispeller, so I can't cleanse or dispel that mana reduction. It just keeps hitting me. So frustrating. Towards the weekend, we will have Untold Tales and another Ether summon. Featured in that Untold Tales summon, we go down here and we see it is a new costume for LaSalle, not a great hero. Galapago, not a great hero. And Forces, pretty good hero. Yes, still a wonderful taunt hero. And then that week, can't tell if it's really starting on Sunday or Monday, but Sunday or Monday, the 22nd to the 23rd, we return to Morlovia. It's time for our Halloween event. This seasonal event is going to feature at least these 2 new heroes, maybe some costumes. We'll see. Chester, from what I read, is a slow speed hit 3, but hit them pretty hard, and then silence them. And I think there's also some damage over time or something like that. Wayne is this little yellow, like bat-looking character. And Wayne is going to be a little bleed damage, and then he absorbs some of that damage as health. And then he also steals healing. So he just damages a little and tries to heal himself. It looks like that's what's going to happen with Wayne. We get the Ninja Tower back again, and according to this picture, maybe no new ninjas again. There were so many released just a couple days ago. Maybe they're not going to follow it up with even more, but maybe they do anyway. That's TBD. It was a great release. It would be fun to see some more. It would be fun to see some more 4 stars and 3 stars as well. Tremors of the Underwild, no new heroes. We don't really know. They're picturing 3, and they're saying 3 other heroes of the same colors, but not the right heroes. So we don't know who's going to be featured, but that's okay. That brings us to the end of the week. The Friday, the 27th, we have a Covenant quest. We haven't actually seen a Covenant summon this month. For a while, those were happening like every other week. So they've slowed down a little bit. Covenant quest, Ascension summon, Friday the 27th, brings it into the weekend, 28th, 29th. That Sunday, Goblins will be back. Looks like no new Goblins this time, but Shimmerscale and Pip featured. Sunday into Monday, we have the Tavern of Legends back. We don't know who's going to be there. And then as we start October, we will be registering for War of Three Kingdoms. Maybe another chance to pull Costumed Yao Chan, who is just so powerful. We faced way too many Costumed Yao Chan tanks in our war today, and they kicked our butts. So congratulations to our friends in that alliance. That brings us to the end of the month and the end of the video. So thanks again to Burks G for providing this, and thank you again to all of you for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.